Holy fish nuts, man. This is fucking bananas. Dude, did y'all see 60 Minutes last week?
The story will continue.
Dude, right now, man. No, seriously. Have you guys all seen the latest 60 Minutes and also... Dude, stop fucking interrupting, man.
All right.
All jokes set aside and all interruptions set aside. Have you guys all seen the latest 60 Minutes? And also have been watching the news lately?
Decades of public denial, the U.S. government is now acknowledging the existence of unidentified aerial phenomena.
UFO sightings in New York have nearly doubled since the pandemic began.
There's footage and records of objects in the skies that we don't know exactly what they are.
3 pyramid-shaped UFOs gathered by UAP was leaked to the public.
Navy has finally acknowledged that videos appearing to show UFOs flying through the air are real.
So, after decades of public denial, the Pentagon now admits there's something out there, and the US Senate wants to know what it is. So, just to fill you guys all in, 60 Minutes just interviewed some pretty credible people ranging from former US Air Force pilots to former Pentagon officials and even former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for both President Clinton and George W. Bush. Anyways, they interviewed these people about UFOs, UAPs, UAVs, you know, let's just keep it simple, man. Just call them UFOs. Fucking shenanigans, man. All these stupid acronyms. Oh, and hey, I thought I'd give you guys all a heads up. I apologize for the buzzkill. Due to YouTube copyright restrictions, I'm not allowed to actually show you the visual part of the interviews, but I'm actually allowed to share the audio from the interviews. So, but without further ado, let's dive right into it. So the first person that they decided to interview was a gentleman by the name of Luis Elizondo. Luis Elizondo is a former military ops specialist, and he is also a former director for Advanced Aerospace. And this is what he had to say.
What you're telling me is that UFOs, unidentified flying objects, are real.
Bill, I think we're beyond that already. The government has already stated for the record that they're real. I'm not telling you that. The United States government is telling you that. Imagine a technology that can do 600 to 700 G-forces, that can fly at 13,000 miles an hour, that it can evade radar, and that can fly through air and water and possibly space. And, oh, by the way, has no obvious signs of propulsion, no wings, no control surfaces, and yet still can defy the natural effects of Earth's gravity. That's precisely what we're seeing.
Fox Mulder would be like losing his shit right now, man.
Get that light off me. Golly, get that gun off me. Put it down!
You put it down first!
Golly!
I'm gonna kill you, you son of a bitch!
Black lung son of a bitch. You son of a bitch! Come out! Step out of there!
So Luis Elizondo goes on to say, quote, "In some cases there are simple explanations for what people are witnessing, but there are some that are not. We're not just simply jumping to a conclusion that's saying that's a UAP out there. We're going through our due diligence. Is it some sort of new type of cruise missile technology that China has developed? Is it some sort of high altitude balloon? When you have exhausted all those what ifs and you're still left with the fact that this is in our airspace and it's real, that's when it becomes compelling, and that's when it becomes problematic." Oof, and it gets even better, man. So they interviewed 2 former naval aviators, a David Fravor and also a Lieutenant Alex Dietrich. I think that's how you pronounce it. So they go on to talk about an experience that they had, that they both witnessed together when they were flying over Southern California back in 2004. And dude, listen to this, man. This is some juicy stuff, man. Wow.
Her backseater says, "Hey, Skipper, do you?" And about that got out, I said, "Dude, do you see that thing down there?" And we saw this little white tic-tac looking object, and it's just kind of moving above the whitewater area. The tic-tac still pointing north-south, it goes and just turns abruptly and starts mirroring me. So as I'm coming down, it starts coming up.
So it's mimicking your moves.
Yeah, it was aware we were there. So I go like this, and it's climbing still. And when it gets right in front of me, it just disappears. Disappears. Like gone.
So your mind tries to make sense of it. I'm going to categorize this as maybe a helicopter or maybe a drone. And when it disappeared, I mean, it was just...
Did your backseaters see this too?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There was 4 of us in the airplanes literally watching this thing for roughly about 5 minutes.
Dude, and just when you think it just doesn't get any more crazier, man. So They interview this gentleman, former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Intelligence for both President Clinton and also George W. Bush. You know, back when they were in office. And he had access to a lot of top secret government programs. So, yeah, listen to what he has to say, man. This is just, whew.
So it's not us. That's one thing we know.
We know that.
I could say that with a very high degree of confidence, in part because of the positions I held in the department, and I know the process.
Mellon says he grew concerned nothing was being done about UAPs, so he decided to do something. In 2017, as a private citizen, he surreptitiously acquired the 3 Navy videos Elizondo had declassified and leaked them to the New York Times.
It's bizarre and unfortunate that someone like myself has to do something like that to get a national security issue like this on the agenda.
So I know there's a combination of y'all that, you know, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be watching this that are UFO skeptics, and there's going to be a lot of true believers. And yeah, if you would, please leave me a comment down below as to, you know, what your thoughts are about this whole shenanigans, man. This is just, I don't even know what to think, man. I mean, I'm a believer. Well, that's the end of the video, y'all, and I just want to say thank you so much. Ooh, yeah. Thank you for watching this video to the very end, if you made it this far. And, yeah, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button. I'm just saying, man, that like button's been talking a whole lot of shit about you, man, when you're not watching my videos. So you might as well hit it as hard as you can. You want me to kick your ass right here? Come on, man. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? I'm standing right here. That's what I thought. We'll see y'all next time. Cheers.